So hello to another one. I usually don't do that good on this track, but yeah. I kinda practiced a bit, so let's see.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone.
Yeah, not good enough. Again. Which is a shame, but yeah.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Max Verstappen and Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Yuki Tsunoda, Bottas, Vettel, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher and George Russell, Latifi, Red, Schwartzman and Nikita Mazepin. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Slides out. A good start from the front. Ferrari are doing good on this track. Because of their engine deficiency, I think they're not good on other tracks. I got a decent start, but yeah. The car felt very racy even with mediums. I could push a lot. I don't know why. I was like handling much faster cars very easy. Yeah, there was a crash ahead with I think that's Norris. Yeah, that was a brilliant move. Yeah, not sure where this pace came from. It was nowhere in qualifying. I don't change the AA at all for now. In the first 2 seasons it's pretty balanced. So yeah. I was just catching cars on medium tires. I don't know how. It was like my engine was turned up all of a sudden. Yeah, and yeah, very unlucky Gasly. I think he's doing very good, but he has so much bad luck. So yeah, we were even holding pace with the Aston Martin. This was probably one of maybe my best starts in a long time, and I was still pushing, yeah. And yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, the first failure in this career, I think, very unlucky. I was having maybe the best race of the season. Yeah, shame.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. A result that will make Sergio Perez happy as he pushes his championship lead out even further. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, a commanding performance that I think had the audience's eyes glued to him for the majority of the race.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Thanks so
Pretty
much for
weird
the
season
invitation
so far.
to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season.
We've heard rumours that your engineers and teammate have had a difference of opinion on where you focus your development efforts. As someone with experience as both a team manager and a driver, how do you tackle disagreements like this? Your facilities here are looking a little dated compared to other teams. Is there a reason for that? Things haven't quite been going your way this season. Are you going to be able to turn the team around? Your second driver really seems to be improving at a rapid pace. How dedicated are they? Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team?
Well, thanks so much as ever for your time. It's hugely appreciated.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen. We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
Finally, we arrived at Spa. I initially had a lot of pace in practice, even with a worn engine. I went aggressive with the setup, very stiff and low. I had pretty good top line speed downforce, but yeah, I don't know what happened in qualifying. All the pace went away. I don't know if the AI turned it up in qualifying. In practice I was doing very, very good. Now my tires overheat, my engine is not as good. I don't know. Yeah, P19 not bad, but yeah, 3.1 Half of the pace.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of pure speed. The average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Sainz, Gasly, Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Esteban Ocon and Raikkonen, Russell, Giovinazzi, Red and Nikita Mazepin, Tsunoda, they've taken a grid penalty, Latifi, Schwartzman and Mick Schumacher. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Lights out. Away we go, I guess. I had a good launch, I think, here at the background. Yeah, but one of the Alpha Tauris was diving on the inside. I was trying to avoid it, so yeah, I didn't gain as much. A lot, and yeah. At the start this car feels amazing. I don't know, maybe also the tire wear is very good. I don't upgrade that much
Good job, nice
suspension and
overtake.
tire wear, but yeah, I guess because it's not very traction limited with low power. Only Alpine have.
Okay, we have a severe engine issue. Find a safe
Two in
space
a
to
row.
retire or return to the pits.
Just when I thought it
This
wouldn't get
is
worse.
serious. We need you to retire as soon as possible. What happened? Let me know you're okay.
A difficult race then on one of the all-time classic circuits, but they've persevered to take the win here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Max Verstappen's excellent result today sees him take over as leader of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant, who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Yuki Tsunoda gets my vote today.
Let's move on to the Constructors. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Yeah, regulation was rumored, so maybe we should save a bit of resources, but I don't know, I'm gonna upgrade the car. We don't have the facilities to push that many
Okay,
upgrades.
we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process.
So yeah,
We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
some Renault upgrades also, but yeah, I'm gonna invest in a bit in facilities. But I'm gonna try to keep 10 million at least, so we can get a good experienced driver. Again, same thing as Spa. I had page, then I lost it. Also, I was setting up for rain.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again, here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. With the rain coming down here at the 3.6-mile Monza circuit, the low drag setups preferred by most teams could cause them some problems in today's Grand Prix. So watch out for cars struggling for grip around Parabolica, the last and most demanding of this track's 11 corners. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's have a chat about McLaren. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Max Verstappen, and Gasly, Sainz, Leclerc, Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Sebastian Vettel, Stroll, Raikkonen, George Russell, and Mick Schumacher. Tsunoda, Schwartzman, Fernando Alonso, and Red. Ocon, they've taken a grid penalty. Giovinazzi, Latifi, and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Can they finally get that first win? His first win. Very aggressive. Yeah, this season might actually go very, very bad for Hamilton and Max. I think. It's very dynamic. Bottas and Perez are doing much better. Very weak. I mean, they lost a lot of points, but yeah. Initially, I think it was very hard to race with 2 minutes against the AI. Very, very difficult.
team flag.
That was very embarrassing for me, to be honest. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he completely lost it there. Even the AI can't keep up. Maybe it's a good time to try to pit for wets, maybe stay on to the end because it's not gonna dry up.
Only one stop to go, one stop left in this strategy.
Bottas leads the way for this restart. Norris fell to P2. Still bottling it, I guess. Way back. I don't know, there was a split in the mid-pack that created a massive pileup. Yeah. Someone made a bad restart and yeah, there was like 4 or 5 cars alongside. I don't know, many cars and I gained a gap. It was Russell again, too ambitious. And I snuck past P11 I think. But yeah, I also lost a lot of time to the cars in front. It's pointless again. Losing a lot of time. Still caught up to me. I was driving that. No grip, absolutely no grip. At this point I gave up. I took
Are you okay?
out 2 drivers with
That was
me.
a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and
I
wait.
didn't care to brake. I didn't want to save it. Someone had a knock on that out. 3 DNFs in a row. I hope we can come back better. But yeah, this is not good.
Brilliant stuff from McLaren today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight. After today's performance, Valtteri Bottas secures the championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Nikita Mazepin gets my vote today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
At least McLaren got their first win. And Norris something.
Could you take a
new.
look at this for us, please?
Yeah, we're gonna try to
Thanks for
upgrade
dealing
the
with that.
facilities.
The department
Keep
appreciates it.
10 million for the end of the season to get Perez or someone else, I don't know. Yeah, now Kimi retires. I tried to get Kimi maybe.
I know we were
of
expecting some
lower
new
demands,
developments
but
to
yeah.
come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell a team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Yeah, we are losing Alonso too. That's not ideal, I guess. 2 drivers in 1 season retiring. Yeah, let's see. I don't know.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell a team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.